Hi, welcome back to Tao of Twang. I'm Dave. So we're mixing up our major and minor pentatonics today. All right, haven't lost our way. Well, I mean, who knows if we have? Right? We certainly probably wouldn't be the first ones to know. But not with respect to mixing up our pentatonic scales. We're doing that on purpose because we get a simple and elegant and beautiful interaction of those notes over simple chord progressions when we do that. And it's just something that is so easy to apply. There's really not a lot of theory to discuss about this. If you're just starting off with pentatonic scales, it's going to work. If you're 20 years into playing pentatonic scales, it's going to work. There's no limit to how far you can take it, right? It's always going to be an important part of your playing. So we're going to jump right in here. I just wanted to mention real quick, a couple days ago, we did a video where we talked about using familiar melodies or hooks or vocal lines to sort of, latch onto as sort of a home base when we start improvising to, kind of build on rather than just, scale. And I did that today. And, this isn't going to be the topic today. We're going to get right into this other business about alternating the major and minor. But just to get us going, I tried that out again to see if it works for you and see if you recognize this. Could sound like a lot of things, actually. A little feeling all right mixed in there, right? Okay, you want to start adding more notes and expanding on it, still using that nice sense of phrasing and leaving space. Okay, so let's leave that on. Now let's get right into this. Minor pentatonic, all right? And just, keep it simple. Stay in the zone here. Okay. I'm going to stop this in just a second and kind of unpack this, but let me show it to you again kind of slow. I'm starting with minor right here. Okay, now I switched over to major. All right. And here's one nice way to do that because, The obvious thing to do is just do it. Just switch from, minor stuff that you have going on to major stuff and just kind of sort it out by trial and error. But I want to show you something here that's sort of a routine, okay? A system, I call it. And it's pretty succinct, but it's done in chunks, okay? It's not a note for note, lick number 1, 2, 3, 17, and everybody's tanked, about 12 minutes into it. Don't have to go through all that. So whatever you've got going on, wherever you are with the use of these scales, start off with something right around in here, the heart of that minor pentatonic in the 5th position. Now, walk it on down. Instead of going to that last note there, when you get to this one, just slide that sucker up, one door up. Okay. Now there I just am going back to the root just to kind of make that very, concrete for you to hear. Okay. Now, in the other demos that I did at the beginning and just a few minutes ago, I did more of a kind of going right on up that scale, but, jumping right into that sliding version of that scale right after this. Okay, so okay, don't worry about all this other stuff if that bothers you right now. Okay, if it seems familiar to you and you can just kind of jump right in and add that stuff, great. The important part here is okay, see, it's kind of it makes sort of a circle, right? Now, I'm going to turn this on and go kind of slow, and I'm going to show you how to put together a real nice little system here to practice this with. Okay, now let's look at that under the microscope a little bit. Starts off with what we already talked about. Okay, sometimes I'll go. Put that blues scale note in there, right? See how it starts sounding like a lot more, it starts sounding a lot more sophisticated than it kind of really is, right? But all good sounding stuff is like that, right? Don't worry about the note for note on all of that. But when I got up to here, the main thing I'm doing to keep this circle idea going is just jumping down here, bending that B string. Okay, back up to that root A. Okay, which is the note that we just landed on up here. Then right back into that minor. Let me do some slowed down stuff, but keep going around that circle a couple times and see if this starts to really um, make sense to you. Okay. Couple little doodahs there at the end. You know, we all got to do our thing. That's a good place to leave it right there. You might have to watch this one a couple times, but if you can make that circle and just practice like that, you're going to find that you can solo like that, man. That's not just one riff and then you got to get up tomorrow and watch however many more videos and learn some more licks and write it. I mean, that's cool. I like to do that too, but find it kind of for the sport of it. But this is a real, you know, grounded skill right here. And doing it in that cyclical manner of practicing will just lead you in an upward spiral, not just from point A to point B and over again, right? So that's my philosophy on that one. And hopefully I gave you some real concrete ways to go about it. Okay. Let me know how it goes. Hope you enjoy it. Talk to you soon.